Might be a bit more of a somber live stream. Today we're here in New York City. Everyone knows what happened yesterday. We were on live yesterday talking with you guys, but today we're going to be doing a live stream in honor of Charlie Kirk, and also with 9/11 happening 24 years ago today. We're here outside here in New York City. We're going to be talking to people about 9/11, Charlie Kirk, honoring him, and me personally, super sad day. I really like Charlie. I met him a few times. In fact, he texted me, messaged me on X the night before he was assassinated. When I was on his show, just an hour before he did get assassinated, and I looked up to Charlie. I thought he was a great person, great individual. Super sad that he's no longer here with us. I want to start by just reading one of a quote by Charlie Kirk, actually. It says, good men must die, but death can't kill their names. Charlie's obviously gone down and has gone down as a martyr in my eyes. They've only tried to kill the greats, and they've only killed the greats. If you think about it in history, from them killing Abraham Lincoln, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Jesus Christ, the list goes on and on. They try to kill Donald Trump, and they killed Charlie Kirk for fighting for Christian values, for standing up to the wokeness, and standing for God and being a disciple of Jesus Christ. So today we're going to be talking to people out here. Prayers God to everybody here watching here on this live chat. And times are going to get interesting, but this death will not stop us, will not stop any of you guys, not stop me, and will not stop the movement that Charlie Kirk created as far as what he believed in and his message as well. We're going to go talk to some people over here, and while doing these live streams and stuff now do pose more and more of a risk, as I've been attacked multiple times on live streams. People have even sent stuff to my home, and things are getting a little bit more dangerous. So I do ask you guys to consider becoming a member of the channel. It is $5 a month, help support the channel, but I'm worried for my safety now doing these live streams and whatnot, but I cannot stop. And so I am planning on getting security to come with us to protests and events like that. So if you guys can, consider becoming a member. It's $5 a month, and it really does help. And we're going to use that money to directly use it so we can continue our efforts in a safely manner. Let's go talk to this guy right here. How's it going?
Hey, man.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm well, man.
Be somber, be vigilant. Love the verse. And how are you feeling today? We've had the death of Charlie Kirk yesterday, and we're honoring 9/11 victims today. What's been on your mind?
Well, Charlie's a believer. He's a Christian, and that was driving him to proclaim truth. And, I'm with a mission team today to preach the gospel. And, his mission field was the college campuses. I also preach college campuses. And, he obviously had a security detail, right? So he knows the risk. And it's just really, really sad. I'm heartbroken as well. The whole team was just watching this.
Sorry,
I was actually
pulling it up to make sure audio's going.
Yeah, I was actually preaching in Washington Square yesterday when they told me while in the middle of the preaching. But yeah, we're all really sad about it. He's a Christian. That's driving him to still press forward into the fray, and that's a very valiant thing. That's brave, and as many have already said, we can only hope that many others fill his shoes. They want to put a cold, wet blanket on the passions of people who proclaim truth. But no, it only, as it's often said, the blood of the martyrs is the seed of the church, right? So it only plants and blooms others to go forward.
Yeah, and then by the end, with them going after and killing Charlie Kirk, they hoped they would silence one man's voice, but no, they just amplified millions of voices.
Yeah, man. It's really sad. Even my wife called and just says she was bawling her eyes out. Just thinking about that, people reading this news. I'm glad you're out here getting those first few moments of just that reaction. Mm-hmm. You either appreciate someone who's seeking the truth and asking good questions, or you just can't stand it. And if you can't stand it, can you put your finger on why? Because you disagree with them, right? And so it's all really about Jesus. Jesus is king, and he believed that. And he was able to bring in a Christian gospel message in the midst of public policy and bring it all together. And I really appreciate that.
What do you think that reunion was with Charlie and the Savior when he crossed over to the other side?
To be absent from the body is to be with the Lord if you have repented of your sins and believed upon Jesus, all by grace. It's not by works. Many people think, and I looked at the church that he went to, Dream City Church. It's a Pentecostal church. I looked at the statement of faith, and what I've learned, what Charlie believed, was that salvation is by faith and not by works. So it's not by obeying the 10 Commandments to get into heaven. It's all by grace. Charlie believed that. It's not by doing mission trips or stuff like this, or we're going crossing seas and going to all the continents to try to proclaim Jesus to get into heaven. It's all by grace. Salvation is a gift. We receive it with a desperate heart that says, yes, Lord, I believe. And so Jesus did it all when we put our trust in him. That's what Charlie believed. And he had that. That was his backbone of bravery going into college campuses, because his heart was right with God. He received God's grace. His sins were forgiven. So I believe that Jesus accepts him into his presence. That's the only way into the kingdom. But if Charlie was to look at all of his good works and say, I'm going to get into heaven because I've been such a great guy, that only proves that he's false. Because salvation is always a gift, and it's received with a humble heart.
Yeah. And there's a few interviews when Charlie Kirk, he was on a few podcasts, and I asked him how he wanted to be remembered, and it was for his faith and for his courage.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's how Christians talk. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the ultimate perspective.
And he'll go down as a martyr in my eyes, in your eyes, and the eyes of millions of people.
I think so. I was trying to convey this to my daughter, and I said, when you have so much influence, it's almost like Trump getting shot, though he's not a president. And that's the power of influence and the ability to communicate well. Mm-hmm. And I want all my children to be able to communicate well, to transform the world for the glory of King Jesus.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to reminisce, and it's hard talking on this subject because it's not easy to talk about someo's death.
I mean, right. I mean, you're trying to hold your sentences together on camera and doing this whole thing, and it's like we're both grieving right now, right?
Yeah. We're doing our best because we know millions of people are grieving. We want to talk with people, and there's I can't quote it word for word, but Charlie, he had a quote that, because obviously all this stuff's been coming through our feeds, and we're seeing now videos and stuff that he was saying before he was dead, and one of them was that violence happens when they try to silence without conversation. And that's why our efforts, your efforts, my efforts here on this channel are now just amplified, and even more important that we continue to go to the locations, speak with the people, and live a life like Christ would like us to live, as far as treating our neighbor with kindness and respect. Talking with those that we disagree with. Love our enemies, and never get violent.
Right. Perhaps you would lay your life down for a righteous person, but Jesus laid his life down for the wicked and the profane, people like me, right? And he saved me, and he transformed me. Now I have a wife and kids. Now I have a family because of all the grace of Jesus, because he died for the profane, not righteous people. So when we come out into the world, yesterday at Washington Square, surrounded by a bunch of liberal NYU students, right? Everyone's wanting to protest something over there. And when we were approached, and people want to say, you're doing this wrong, and this is not effective. Why are you out here proclaiming the gospel or whatever, right? We can listen to them and slow down and hear their story. And then it comes out that the homosexuality is due to the codependent relationships. A best friend turns into a girlfriend. And we just slowed down, and I counseled that young college student to give her hope that God can transform her life. Everything just slows down when there's love, gentleness, and respect. Now, I know the college campuses were getting pretty raucous, right?
They are.
But as a committed believer, I think that was his. That's the way he approached all those outreaches. That he's going to be gentle and respectful. The line is boldness and truth. Boldness truth and gentleness, that's a tough tension, right? We can err on either side, but Charlie, I think he was driving for the middle ground.
And what do you think are like the takeaways? Like now that it's been a day and we've been able to look at the situation a little bit, what do you think some of the takeaways are about? Maybe if there's any sort of symbolism that God was trying to show us with this happening, because we know he's all mighty and powerful. I think in the way that it was done, he was in front of a group of people, and it was for the whole entire world to see. Nobody can deny what they've seen. There's no way somebody can say that this happened. No, everyone was able to see what happened, right? And everyone knows that Charlie was a man of God, Christian, and just like in the last days they persecuted him, and nowadays we're also seeing that come back. And I think it's a sign that the times are getting closer. Christ will be coming. We don't know when, but he will be coming eventually. And if anything, this should give a warning sign to the whole entire world that it's time to wake up and more than ever reignite your faith in Christ, in your church, read your Bible, and become a better disciple of Jesus Christ as well.
Yeah, Jesus calls us to follow him. He said, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. And what happens on a cross? What happens on a cross?
You asking me what happens on a cross? Well, that's where Christ was crucified.
Yeah. So Jesus says, take up your cross and follow me. So he's speaking metaphorically. So it's a life of self-denial and death to self. He says, you will be hated. The world's first hated me, you will be hated. So Charlie knows the world's going to hate him because they first hated Jesus. So as we see that, we're seeing evil. And the night that he was betrayed, Jesus said, let not your heart be troubled. I go away to my Father to prepare a place for you. And so we want to be with Christ, and we want him to do away with all this evil. Our hearts are broken. Let not our hearts be troubled. We have a hope if we've repented of our sins and trusted in the one who bore our sins on the tree, Jesus the Christ. And so Charlie had that hope. I have that hope. And I pray that millions of people that may see this would repent of their sins, just like Charlie did, and put their hope in Christ. Not by works. There's a lot of people who are fantastic citizens, and they're patriots, and they're trusting in their goodness to get to heaven. They got to humble themselves and put their hope in Christ alone for salvation.
Amen. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you. Pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great rest of your day. How's it going? We'll get you in just a sec as well.
You're good. I just want to say I've seen your videos.
Oh, thank you so much.
On Instagram a lot, right?
Yeah.
You're a good guy. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
All you do.
Is there anything you'd like to say? We're doing a live stream right now. There's honoring Charlie.
This guy, your videos are
I just want to say
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Joe, maybe some other days we can have an interview. I'm running for mayor as an independent.
Okay, great. I'll take this.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
I'm a really big fan of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Say hello.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we're doing a live stream honoring Charlie, honoring the victims of 9/11.
Charlie's a great guy. We really like him. Loved him, actually. Very terrible loss.
Yeah, we're all sad about it. It's like it's almost speechless about what happened. And what was your initial reaction yesterday when you saw the news come through?
Very, very sad. We were hoping he was going to survive, but yeah, it was terrible. I can tell you all my friends are very, very sad about it.
Yeah. And what have there been anything you've been able to take away from this, or anything that now you're going to want to, like, for instance, me, it's just, my big takeaway from this is more than anything, what he was doing as far as sharing what he was sharing is more important than ever. Now it's time to even go harder in what we believe in and fight for what we know is right.
I mean, free speech is a very important part of American society, and we just got to continue on fighting for free speech, I believe. So, and I think that's what we're going to do, especially now that Charlie died for debating and free speech, whether he liked it or not. I mean, it was important.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for watching the videos. I appreciate it.
Great job. Really appreciate what you're doing. Saw you in going into that Lion's Den. That was crazy, man. You got a lot of balls, bro.
I know. Now it's getting
really
more
awesome.
and more crazy because those same protesters, the protesters in Utah, for instance, that's where I'm from, actually.
Oh, yeah, you are?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
good.
those have been the most hostile protesters that I've ever been to, even more hostile than the ones here at NYU, as far as like the levels where they took it, even after the live streams. Those are the same people. Those same people like sent me mail to my house.
Really?
Like weird
Well,
stuff.
Listen,
and so
you're
now,
doing a good job.
now I'm gonna since we're here, we got NYPD
Doing a
and
very,
everything.
very
but
good job. So
we're gonna
really,
have to
really great
up
work.
the security and whatnot,
Yeah.
and take more precautions.
Keep talking to people.
Thank you so much. You too. Let's talk to these guys over here. How you doing, sir? My name's Nick Shirley. We're talking to people today, honoring Charlie Kirk, honoring the victims of 9/11. You're out here, patriotic man, lives of unborn, fighting for those, and we believe in what you're doing as well. What would you like to say about what has transpired in the past 24 hours, and then also with 9/11? And
yeah, well, in the past 24 hours, it just shows that we live in a sinful, fallen world. That's sin. People want to murder, right? I think we all know that. One of the greatest commandments is we're supposed to love our neighbors as ourselves. So when you murder, obviously that's just the sign of a sinful state. So it happens every day. It's just when it happens to someone famous, then it gets broadcast everywhere and everyone thinks about it. But 9/11, 3,000 people got up to go to work that day, and they didn't come home. And as a Christian, I just think that's a perfect opportunity to come out and share the gospel, showing that, hey, life is short. Life is a vapor, and you're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised a long life. Today is the day of salvation. Today is the day to repent and turn to Christ, because there might not be a tomorrow. You understand? So, and then, as someone, I'm a full-time evangelist for the preborn at abortion clinics. So, every day in America is a 9/11 for preborn children. That around 3,000 babies are legally murdered every day in America. So we should, again, that's a sign of sin. We're a sinful nation, and as Christians, we need to proclaim the gospel and try to be a voice for the voiceless. That's what the Bible tells us to do.
Yeah, and that's one of the topics that Charlie did talk about a lot about was abortion, and something that people are trying to fight so hard these days to let abortions happen, to not protect the unborn, the voiceless, and something I believe in. It's also just like you do, that no sex before marriage. We need to protect the innocence of the unborn and protect their lives. But what's some of your takeaways that you've seen as you have been in this field and have dedicated so much time about abortion, and maybe speak about the truths of abortion?
Well, like I think you just hit on it. I think one of the biggest factors in child sacrifice is sexual immorality. It's that people don't want to obey God and realize that God is the creator. God has said marriage is supposed to be between one man and one woman, and you're not supposed to have sex until you get marriage. And so since everyone's in rebellion to that, they're out having sex, fornication, that leads to these children, and they don't want to take responsibility. The cry is what? My body, my choice. Anyone who says my body, my choice is in rebellion to God, because God gave us these bodies. We're created in His image. We're called to go out and serve Him and glorify Him, right? And then we all know that if a woman's pregnant, she has a body inside her body, right? That child has its own separate DNA from the moment of conception. That's a human life created in the image of God. And no one has the right to murder, no matter what their situation, no matter what their circumstances, especially in America, where we have so many resources. We have so much help available. There's adoption, right? So there's no excuse to murder a preborn child.
Yeah, 100% agree. That's why some of these teachings that Charlie would teach and that Jesus taught us, and the Christian values of being sexually pure and who you are and what you do with your body, it's a decision to be sexually pure in what we do and how we live our lives. And one of the reasons I remember when I was in a church class and whatnot, they're talking about no sex before marriage, and I never totally understood the concept of that until this one teacher said it. Basically, I believe that God has His children up in the heavens waiting for them to come down, and if you're just having sex with random people or getting hooked, having those one-night stands, you're playing with God's children who He's already prepared to come to this world. And that's why I believe that it's something super important that not too many people speak about, and it's a hard discussion to have with people, but it's the truth that more people need to protect themselves for marriage.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know in Psalm 139 in the Bible, you remember David speaking to God, he said, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. You knit me together in my mother's womb. Mm-hmm. Right? So any woman who's pregnant.
Like a verse in I want to say Jeremiah, that says like before you're in the belly, I knew thee, or something like that.
Yeah, correct. So it's if a
Like
woman's
I
pregnant,
believe that before coming to this life, we were also had a premortal life as well.
Yeah, again, I don't know about that, but I just know what the Bible says, that God forms the child in the mother's womb. And so if a woman is pregnant, the child's not a mistake. You know, if you're pregnant and you say, I want to kill that child, that's like saying to God, you made a mistake. God, you're not in control. And again, you know, the whole mindset of my body, my choice, I do what I want, that's someone who's in rebellion to God. You know, I'm not God. I'm not going to follow your word. I'm not going to follow your commands. I'm going to do what I want. And, you know, that's why we have a sinful world.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being out here today, and thanks for speaking with us. We appreciate you. Have a good one. There's somebody over here I wanted to speak to. He had a, I don't. Hey, thank you very much, Samantha Bennett, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys, we're going to have to up security detail when we go to these protests and whatnot, so by becoming a member is the best way to do so we can afford to pay for those people, because they're pretty expensive to get some armed people. Let's talk to this guy up here. And we're also going to bring on Brooker T. Jones here today as well. We have Brooker T. with us. We had a video planned to post today, but we postponed it again because it just doesn't feel right to really post a video that with what's been going on. But
It's a somber day today, not only for 9/11, but because of Charlie Kirk's death. It's a really sad thing.
how have you felt these past 24 hours?
Sad. It's just a terrible, terrible thing that happened, and so many people witnessed it. So many young kids witnessed it. It's just a heartbreaking thing, and you think about his family and his 2 little kids, and it's just an awful thing that someone chose to do this to a great man who was just speaking out, who would debate people. But the problem in today's world is you can't debate people unless you feel exactly the same as they do. The far left, it's impossible to debate with. We've tried to debate with people, and it's extremely hard because their view is the only way of looking at things. And Charlie Kirk, that's what he tried to do. He tried to get out, teach people, and everything that Charlie Kirk said was absolute common sense. Nothing was mind-blowing. It was just common sense and the way things should be in this world.
Hi. How are you doing, sir? Can we talk to you really quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Here, Nick.
Too long. Yep.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
All right there.
You're down here at the site for 9/11.
Correct.
What's going through your? How have you been feeling these past 24 hours with everything that's transpired between Charlie Kirk and then?
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to support Charlie Kirk. I'm here to support the 9/11 memorial. I'm an Army veteran, supporting my brothers and sisters.
What was your initial thoughts when you saw what happened yesterday with Charlie?
It's very devastating. I mean, what else can you say? It's very devastating, and I'm glad they just caught the shooter.
They caught him?
Yeah.
Really?
Transgender guy. So.
There's a lot of weird things about what happened with the shooting, as far as Charlie's last word was violence.
I saw that.
His last word was violence.
Yep.
They shot him
Yep.
when they were talking about transgenders.
Correct.
That's the moment they shot him.
Correct.
And then there's also some guy also was the decoy for the shooter. That's a theory I have.
Right.
They caught this one guy.
Yep. I saw that. Yep.
He totally acted like he took the blame.
Right.
He was walking out with his
Correct.
pants down,
Right.
and he self-willingly
I saw that,
was the
yep.
decoy. And these organizations in Utah, I'm from Utah, and so I've
Right.
seen these guys firsthand. These are the most hostile protesters in all of America. And I'll tell you why they're the most hostile in America. Because Utah is an extremely religious state.
I know.
Majority are Mormon.
Right. Correct.
Members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I am myself a member of that church. But if you're not Mormon there, you're either a Christian and you live
Right.
and you're happy to be there, or you're anti-Mormon.
Right.
And you're surrounded by a bunch of Mormon families
Got it.
that are happy, successful, have their children,
Right.
and the majority of them support Trump. So these far-left radicalized Antifa members, far-left liberals, I don't even want to call them Democrats because there's far-left, just far, far, far left. They're surrounded by successful, faith-believing people, and it upsets them so much. That's why they're the most deranged group of protesters and anti-everything. everything to do with God and for common sense. And maybe there's some symbolism about that, why it had to happen in Utah as well.
Well, listen, I appreciate all your support.
Thank you.
I want to cut it short. I want to make the best of it. I want to get a couple shots with these guys. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And God
Appreciate
bless.
you. God bless you. People here in the chat, all for one and one for all, patriots worldwide. Amen. Rise for America. Thank you, HQ. Thank you, Paul Christensen as well. And thank you, David Feldman. I appreciate that. I just want to read some of the comments here in the chat as well. That if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and restore their land. It's now us versus them. Evil showed its face yesterday and 24 years ago. Amen. Who do you want to speak with? Miss Lee? How you doing, ma'am? Having a good day? Oh, let's talk to this guy right here. How you doing, sir? Are you guys New Yorkers?
Yes.
Okay, no worries. We're just doing a live stream. We're talking to New Yorkers.
What station y'all?
What?
Where y'all from?
My name's Nick Shirley. I just go across the world talking to people, and today we're honoring the lives of Charlie Kirk and as well the 3,000 people that died in 9/11. We were wondering if you had wanted anything to say.
I'm a guy who was in this mess when it come down. You know, it's so discouraging because you try to hit these buildings in 93, low. In 2001, you come and hit them high. You know, it's just an example. You're not supposed to sleep on the enemy.
Could you take down your mask so we could hear you a little clearer, if you don't mind?
I'm saying you could take it. But what station y'all from?
Nick Shirley on YouTube. Look, I just have my own YouTube channel. That's me. So.
No, I get discouraged. I come down here because it bothers me that you let them come in here and do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the really purpose of U.S. Armed Forces, to protect us. But how are they protecting us? Now, it troubles my spirit. Why you got to have this sealed off?
Yeah, I wish we could get closer to the memorial today. Looks like they're closing off for a
No,
service.
just show you their camouflage.
Yeah.
That's what I call camouflage. But I feel like God bless you, man.
God bless you as well.
Nice
How you doing, sir?
Doing great. Sorry, I had to hit the men's room, and I came back, and here you are.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
For being out here. Hands on. That's what I love.
Is it a podcast?
Yeah, we're just live. We're talking to people honoring Charlie Kirk and the victims of 9/11.
I'm here. Yes, that's why I'm here.
What's been your takeaway these past 24 hours and 24 years?
Well, I mean, I feel as bad as I did 24 years ago. I mean, Charlie Kirk's death is an enormous tragedy, an enormous horror. I mean, let's face it. 31 years old, no college education. Look how brilliant he was and how he could speak. They killed him. And I want to use that word, they killed him. I'll explain, because news just broke. I mean, Charlie Kirk never lost his temper, never got insulting. Evangelical Christian, he was for reasonable, open discussion. And he encouraged his opposition, please fully explain yourself. I'm not going to interrupt you. And he gets killed for this, for free speech. And it just broke. And like I said, I tried to get here as often as I can on September 11th. The past 24 years, I've probably been here 10 times.
Oh, wow.
I can't always make it. I didn't make it last year. I made it the year before. I mean, I knew a fireman that died. His name was Johnny Heffernan, known as Johnny Heff on the rock and roll circuit. He was a punk rocker, and he was with Ladder 11. And he had a great band called the Bullies. They were really a lot of fun. I think everybody in the band was a fireman. But he went into the building, and they never even found his body. I mean, but also I have friends who were stockbrokers working down here. I had my late wife was working downtown for a television producer, and they had to walk home through all the toxic waste after the attacks, and she died of cancer 14 years ago, a rare form of cancer. She didn't smoke. She seldom drank. She didn't use drugs. Always tried to eat health foods, vitamins. I didn't take care of myself. I'm still here. She's been dead a long time. And she got this weird cancer. They said it was rare. And even on her deathbed, she said, I know that I'm a victim. It was 10 years later. She said, I know that I'm a victim of 9/11. Wow. So it means a lot to me. But
can we give you the opportunity to break the news out here about what happened?
Well, I'm seeing all over social media I'm seeing all over social media that the killer of Charlie Kirk was yet another transgendered, sick, perverted freak. They said that they found bullet casings at the site with pride and LGBTQ engraved on them. And I think they may have...
Hello.
I just want to say hello. You do
Thank
a great
you so
job,
much.
and you are so brave with the cartels and everybody else. Is this your mom?
This is my mother.
I
We
know
got
that
Booker
you
T with
tour-
us.
Obviously, I follow your son, and he is just awesome. So,
Thank you so much. Right now we're doing a live stream honoring Charlie Kirk and the victims of 9/11. What, as a mother, what would you have to say?
I lost my husband on 9/11, so
I'm so sorry.
my granddaughter read names for the first time this year, and I couldn't sleep last night about Charlie Kirk. I just so devastated for her loss as a mom who lost her husband with young children. She's got great support and a great system, but God bless her, is all I can say.
And I'm going to have my mom interview you, talk to you, because mother to mother might be more impactful.
I want to know about your son that you lost in 9/11. Can you tell us
my
about?
husband.
Oh, your husband. Can you tell us about him?
Sure. My husband worked for Aon on the 92nd floor. I spoke to him after the first plane hit because he was in Tower 2. And he was saying, Kathy, it's horrific. And I said, well, get out of there. And he said, we're starting to round everybody up because they didn't evacuate right away, and I don't blame them for that. But he made it, as far as we know, to the 78th floor, which is the Sky Tower, where the elevator goes express to the ground. And we believe he was assisting firemen because he was brought to the morgue with firemen on the 14th. He was found on Friday. And we didn't realize how blessed we were to have him until we realized that nobody had what we had, or very few did. So
I'm so sorry. So her husband passed away in the Twin Towers. Oh, how many?
I have 3 children. They were 16, 12, and 8. And my granddaughter read the names today at the memorial, and then gets to, give a little spiel about her grandfather and how she never met him or her brothers, but I love him anyway. So.
Yeah. I just want to cry being by you.
Thank
yeah,
you.
it's so sad.
I did the tours down here. I was always used to giving I volunteered at the Tribute Center. So
wow.
We had a great time just honoring all the people that we lost.
And one thing Charlie Kirk did say is that you can take down a good man, but his name will never be forgotten.
Right. And he's really, I'm heartbroken over it, especially yesterday and now today for Charlie. And he would have been here honoring, or somewhere honoring, all of those that were killed on 9/11. And all I could say is, go Greg Gutfeld, because of his last line on the 5 last night. I don't know if you saw it, but...
What was it?
That they woke us the F up. And that's it. We're not putting up with it anymore.
What was your husband's name?
William Wick. Billy Wick.
William Wick. He's watching you from heaven today.
Yes, I believe he is. So
bless you.
Thank you.
Sorry
Thank
that
you so
happened
much.
to you.
And you are so brave. Because you got to be careful.
Yeah, he does need to be careful.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad I recognized you.
I know, I'm glad he came up and said hi to me.
Many times a day.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Say hi and say I love your work.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Just to see you.
Amazing.
Because I'm unemployed at the moment.
You're unemployed, and
Yeah.
how have you been feeling these past 24
Well, I
hours?
just found out about it all yesterday, so I'm not sure how I feel. I'm not even from here,
Oh,
so
really?
it's like, what is there to think or do? But it's really sad that
Where are you
there's
from?
so much hatred. I'm from Croatia.
Croatia.
Yes.
And what have you seen from this? Charlie Kirk's assassination has reached world. It has
all
gone
my family,
everywhere.
everybody
What are
knows,
people
like, the group
saying
chats.
across?
People are very
world.
shocked and sad, at least the family that I've spoken to, because, what he was saying really was common sense, for the longest time. Like, sure, some positions of his were conservative. People could have disagreed, but nothing he said was really hatred or targeting anyone or calling for violence by any means. So this was really unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah, really sad. Well, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
out. I
of
appreciate
course.
you.
Thank you for all your
Enjoy your
work.
trip here in New York City. Have a great rest of your day.
Love you too. You're awesome.
How are you doing, sir?
I noticed you. I think I've seen your YouTube channel once or twice.
Yeah, you probably have. We go all across the world.
Yeah, man. I was like, this guy looks familiar.
Today we're out here honoring Charlie Kirk and talking to people about 9/11. Your thoughts?
I'm a native New Yorker. I was here when the towers came down. I was on 14th Street and 6th Avenue. I watched the first tower come down in front of my eyes. Thank God I was far enough away. I wasn't in any immediate danger, but yeah, man, I try to come down here on the anniversary just to pay my respects. And, you know, unfortunately, the same Islamic terrorists that tried to kill us then, they're still out there. New York has been, people don't know this, New York has been attacked dozens of times since 9/11. There have been terrorist plots, terrorist conspiracies that have been foiled by the FBI, by the police. But, you know, the way I like to say it, you know, when the bomb doesn't go off, you don't hear about it back home. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we still have a problem with Islamic terrorism to this day and throughout the world, and we better wake up to it. We better wake up to it.
Yeah, I don't even think it's about between left and right now. It's about between God's people and the devil's worshippers.
I mean, you know, whenever you put religious language like that, then a certain
like a
segment
good versus evil.
There is a good versus evil. There's no doubt, and I believe in God. So yes,
so it's like God versus the devil.
Yes, there is.
The adversary.
You know, like the people that are celebrating Charlie Kirk's tragic death, like they are sort of demonic to me. They're frightening. They're scary. We got to stop political violence of all types, whether it's Charlie Kirk or the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, or Nancy Pelosi's husband who was attacked, or Melissa Hortman, the Democratic state senator in Minnesota. We've got to just stop this craziness where if I disagree with you, I'm going to shoot you. We've got to come back to like our sense of humanity, man. Like, I didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I don't want to. I wouldn't want her to be killed. Like, what is wrong with people? It's horrible, man. So between hearing about Charlie Kirk yesterday and the 9/11 anniversary today, it's just it's emotional for me, man. It's hard. We're living in, and I'm also a Jewish person, and all the anti-Semitism going on all over the world now. Even in my own hometown, I grew up in New York, you know, where Jews are being attacked just for being Jewish. Like, what the hell is going on? It's scary. It's
more like
dangerous.
You have anti-Semitism. Now you have Charlie Kirk was a Christian. If you're a Christian, you're at threat to these demented people.
Absolutely. Listen, this is the way I like to put it. The same Islamic terrorists that are trying to destroy Israel, they're also trying to destroy America. Let's remember that. Where they call Israel the little Satan and America the great Satan. All right? And yes, they want to slaughter Christians as well, because the idea is to impose Sharia law, Islamic law on the world. That doesn't mean all Muslims are terrorists. I'm not saying that. There are some Muslims that are very good people, and we shouldn't be prejudiced against anyone on an individual level. I treat everyone as an individual with respect and dignity, but I do believe Islam is a dangerous religion and that it is a threat to the values of Western civilization, and I'm not going to shy away from that just because it's politically incorrect. So how am I feeling today? Pretty upset, pretty sad, man. But I still got my faith in God, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm upset too.
And I was thinking, when I saw you, I was like, wow, you know, with what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday, because I watched some of your videos, and I'm like, this guy's brave. You go right in there into these crowds with these angry, rabid people practically foaming at the mouth, wanting to hurt you, and you just go right into there, and you stay calm. But I was thinking to myself, man, you better be careful. You got to be careful. This is, I mean, you're brave. That's great, but you got to be smart. You got to be careful because these people are dangerous.
Thank you for that. No, yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I'm worried, and I know now I'm gonna have to get some sort of security. And I was telling my channel members here, like, yeah, now like need to support more than ever as far as being able to go out and do these events, because it's going to get more and more dangerous. And just as much as they have just upset one side, they've also ignited another flame in those people to go even crazier.
Yes.
So the right is more upset than ever, but then they've also, that same person has just
ignited the other
ignited
ones.
the other
maybe
side.
Copycat killers.
Exactly. Might have even motivated seeing the uprise that they've created within our side. Now it's like, what's going to stop them from going out, finding somebody else like me,
Right.
or Candace Owens or Tucker Carlson, or what's going to stop them from going to those levels of just maybe they have a plan, like
Which
an
is why
extermination plan.
You have to watch your back.
You know what I
You
mean?
have
Like
to
now,
be careful.
I got to go to any other protest. I'm gonna have to get somebody to watch from the side, is make sure that nothing
When I
happens.
go to these protests, I usually keep my back against the wall. I usually try to have, like where I'm standing now, I would not feel safe. I like it when my back is to a wall so nobody can sneak up behind me. You can see who's in front of you, you know? They say in New York City, what is it? If you see something, say something. You got to be alert and aware of your surroundings. But yeah, man, you just, watch your back. Keep doing what you're doing. We need you to do that, but be careful. You got to take precautions. And I would just say one last thing, prayer, man. We all need prayer in this world. We need to stop demonizing each other. And I see it from the left and the right, by the way. Stop hating each other. Just, we can disagree. I don't have to vote for you. You don't have to vote for me.
You should have civil discourse.
Have civil discourse. Yes, what we're doing right now, right? I don't know who you voted for. You don't know who I voted for, but we're having a civil conversation. I just went across the street, and I actually had a civil conversation with, honestly, they're kind of nutcases across the street. Some of these 9/11 conspiracy types and all that stuff. But one lady, she was actually quite nice. She had a civil conversation with me, and even though we disagreed and I wasn't going along with all of her sort of conspiracy theories on 9/11, she had like a nice conversation with me. So,
Yeah. Hey, well, thank you so much.
yeah, Nick.
Greatly appreciate
to
you
see
watching
you.
the channel.
What's your-
for what you
is
had
it-
to
is-
say.
the channel
It's
is-
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley, just your name,
Yeah, it's
right?
just my name. Just my
Okay.
name. Well, thank
All
you
right,
so
man.
much,
Stay
and
safe.
God bless you. Praying for you and alongside everybody else in mourning this horrific loss took place yesterday. Guy was right. It is going to get more and more dangerous. That's I hate asking you guys to become members but if you guys do become members, the $5 a month is going to go directly into supporting the channel and my safety, because I cannot stop what we have going right now. We cannot stop what we have created here on this channel. So by becoming a member, it is quite literally the best way to keep this movement and keep this truth showing real. Booker T's got something to say? What?
There's just a man over here, and he said his cousin died in the Twin Towers, so I was wondering if we could just go speak to him, and he could tell us about his cousin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do it. Here. Okay, we'll come back to you, all right? Okay, do you guys want to go back to the one? When are you going to go get lunch? In 5 minutes? Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you, Honeybee Journey, for becoming a member. Keep the show on the road. That's what we got to keep doing. The show will continue to go on the road. Someone says, do you have Venmo? Yes, it's Nick Shirley 21. But let's read some more comments here in the chat. A terrible and tragic 2 days in America. Protest Nick at all costs. Yeah, or protect Nick at all costs. Yeah, we must. May God be with Charlie's family and give them comfort. By now, most Americans have taken it as Annex and stopped. The shooter booked it to Israel, someone says here in the chat. Christ followers will be condemned. Dude, what's up with some of this hate here in the chat? Get all the hate out of here and unsubscribe to me if you're going to be hateful. I wish you the best, Nick. Stay safe. Dave says, please become a member. The shooter flew out of Provo and fled. I don't know where the guy's at.
Part of the cleanup? Did you? No.
The total having to keep one eye over your shoulder at all times now. Yeah, it is getting a little wild.
My friends are getting impatient.
Okay, yeah, we'll
I could wait all day, but they're like, hey, we want to eat, man.
Yeah, we were going to talk to him, but we'll talk to you.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Let's see. Let's grab some questions from the chat.
It's going to get you flagged. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
very
all right.
emotional about this.
No, you're all right.
Oh, Neva. Right here. This guy's at Navy, active Navy. He took a special day off to be here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for serving.
He's currently in the Navy, too.
Oh, wow. And what have been your thoughts, and how would you like Charlie Kirk to be honored?
Would I like Charlie Kirk to be honored?
How would you like him to be honored?
Well, I think there should be definitely a candlelight vigil in every major city. Definitely there should be some kind of a memorial service to every major city where all the supporters can gather and develop a unity and come together as one, where we can have also the MAGA movement come together as one. and all Americans come together as one who really like want to honor the life, legacy, and like the memory of a great father, husband, and great activist who always like never like used violence, always used peace, always wanted to like really debate with somebody without having to resort to any form of violence or death or anything like that. So I think like what happened was very, very, very tragic yesterday, and I definitely think there has to be some kind of like memorial or vigil for him. So
Yeah, I think there most likely will be as well, and I know Trump's going to give him going to do a ceremony for him as well.
You know what I think? They should, right now, today, they should tear down every George Floyd statue, take sledgehammers and crowbars, smash them to smithereens, and in every place erect a statue for Charlie Kirk and or that Ukrainian woman who was slaughtered on a train. So this is a war. We are in a civil. This is the second civil war.
I don't think there's I don't know if there's going to be I don't know what a war would look like here as far as a civil war, because it's not like there's going to be a bunch of people fighting here on the streets
there won't
of
be
New York
armies.
City. Yeah, it's not going to be armies. It's just going to be more of like a.
What do they call it? Fifth generation warfare? Or what? There's a word. There's a term.
There's
a term. Whatever. Wars.
It's just more going to be like it's going to be more of a culture war. I feel like.
Yeah, and they're killing us.
A culture war that will lead to deaths.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't know if it's going to be like everyone's going to show up to the park and there's going to be a shootout like that. Like back in the days like Gettysburg, where there's a
no, it
war.
wouldn't be like that.
It won't be like that, but it will be maybe like every now and then you hear somebody was shot by somebody, and now hopefully the National Guard does get deployed to these big cities. I mean, how much safer would people here in New York City feel if there was a National Guard member
I would love
a few blocks?
I mean,
That'd be amazing.
It's
and send us Navy Seabees and shit. Our motto is we build, we fight. How about we can go out there and fight those fucktards and rebuild the fucking city, right?
But it's not safe. Look, it is not. Let's get us out of Charlie Kirk and even the transsexual shooters. It isn't safe for women to ride trains or subways anymore. We had that Ukrainian woman who got slaughtered, and we must remember, slaughtered by some lunatic who his own mother and sister were telling the courts, keep him locked up, he's dangerous. They released him to kill. Don't forget, back just before Christmas in New York City, a young woman, she was a middle-aged woman, she fell asleep on a subway and she got set on fire by an illegal Mexican alien. But it's not even in the news. It's been overshadowed by these tragedies. 2 days ago in Annapolis, Maryland, a 15-year-old black girl was abducted, raped, and murdered by a Mexican illegal alien who was wanted for sex crimes in Mexico.
All illegal. To get
a 15-year-old girl.
I have a video coming out tomorrow here on this channel of me getting attacked by a mob of illegal scammers here in New York City. There's been lots of moments, and I think more people are not necessarily becoming radicalized, but becoming awakening to what some of these crazy ideologies have caused here in America, between immigration, allowing boys to become girls and all this stuff. I mean, little kids. Only in America can you get a sex change before you're considered an adult. Only in America can you also not rent a car until you're 26, but you can get a sex change before you can even rent a car here. Only in America can you get a sex change before you can smoke a cigarette. Only in America can you get a sex change before you can drink alcohol.
Somehow they changed the rules because, I've studied all this stuff because I'm politically very involved. You go back like 30, 40 years, it was a 7-year process. You had to go through 7 years of intense psychotherapy before they would agree to start giving you hormones. And then first they would make you spend 2 years living as a transvestite, just dressing as the opposite sex. Then if they hadn't changed your mind then, most of them would realize, I'm just gay. But then they start with the hormones. The last step, you had to be an adult. Now it's like an 8-year-old kid could say, I want a sex change operation. They get it. And you know what they don't talk about? This is very important because I've researched this.
All right, last thing.
Okay, the illusion only works when they're young with the hormones and the look. More like 95% of them, when they reach middle age, will commit suicide. So you're annihilating these kids. Not only won't they be able to get married and reproduce, but when they reach their 40s or 50s, they're going to kill themselves. Most of them will, and they don't talk about that statistic.
Sad statistic.
So they're actually
thank you so much.
They're actually murdering these children by giving them these operations.
Yeah, I know a child should be able to decide.
They gotta respect our Second Amendment too. We have a right to protect ourselves.
Here in New York City, it's hard to even get a concealed carry.
I mean, I had a shotgun, and I bought it after they loosened my boat up there in the Harlem River.
Yeah.
And so, you know, well, with a gun, you could say, listen, you motherfucker, pardon my language, get out of my way. You know, you got some defense, you know, but they come at you, you know. But
hey, well, thank you, and thank you for serving the country as well.
Thank God.
Thanks for being out here.
Where might this all turn up?
Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Nick
You're live right now.
Shirley.
It's out. You're live. So
Okay, great.
people
Thank
here
you.
in the chat, people here in the chat are loving you.
I hope I didn't get flagged. You flagged.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay.
Thank you
I'm
so
very
much.
passionate about
I know. I can tell. Have a great rest of your day. We'll move over this way.
It makes me compare myself to him.
Sir, can we talk to you real quick?
Uh-huh.
We're honoring Charlie Kirk and the victims of 9/11 today.
Okay.
And what's been going through your mind these past 24 hours, 24 years?
24 years. I've been coming down for the last 22 years. I only missed 1 or 2. And Tommy was a great friend. He was a football player and baseball player. We won so many championships together. It was unbelievable. His son was brought on the stage with a concert in Madison Square Garden by Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani brought him up stage with Eric Clapton. And yeah, it was a great time at the Garden that night.
Yeah.
But 24 years, just like yesterday, you know what I mean? Sun is out, it's a beautiful day. Just like it just happened yesterday. Remember everything.
And he died in 9/11, correct?
Yes, he got caught at the North Tower.
It's so sad that, like with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, that for 24 years now, people have been killed for standing up for American values.
Right.
Right. These people didn't like America who did 9/11, and the person that killed Charlie Kirk yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Did not.
Well, I really
like
didn't see
America.
that, but I heard about it. But wow, it's terrible. You know, the world's crazy right now. You know what I mean? And the only thing you can do is, you know, mind your own business. Stay out of people's way. And people are nuts. They kill you, rob you, steal you. Doesn't matter. They just want to hurt.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, sir. We
Okay,
appreciate
guys.
you.
Have a great day. Thank you.
And
Yes.
may we always remember. You say it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Or may we always remember Tommy
McCann. Thank you, sir.
I was trying to give him the opportunity to say it. Hey, and thank you very much, Gail and C, for becoming a member. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. What do you guys think about that, guys? That guy had some hot takes over there. But I think nowadays you're going to see more and more people dropping the filter, saying everything they believe, especially after Charlie Kirk. Life is taken away for standing up for the truth. You're going to see more people become not even unhinged, but become unfiltered for the truth of God more than ever here in America. Because we've reached a turning point. I thought the death of the woman on the train in Charlotte was the tipping point, but we have reached a new tipping point. And everyone watching this stream, you guys should not feel worried or scared to give your own opinion. All right, let's move through here and see who we're going to talk to next. We just want to talk to some people that are obviously coming here in honor of 9/11 and Patriots. We don't want to risk speaking to some crazy person here today. Let's see. Who shall we talk to? Saw some people with American flag shirts. I don't know where they headed off to. No, thank you.
Someone with a blue ribbon on.
Thank you so much.
It's Rick.
Nick Shirley.
Nick
like
Shirley
Temple.
Like Shirley Temple.
Yes, sir.
Like old Saint, I think of Santa Claus and Shirley Temple.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's what's up. Let's see, who shall we talk to next? We want to talk to a New Yorker. The blue ribbon. Someone's yelling somewhere over here. Let's see. Stay over here. here while we're looking for people to talk to. So you guys, we don't want to risk talking to some crazy person. We don't want to risk having someone say something ill about 9/11 or Charlie Kirk here on the live stream. So we're being more selective than ever today with who we're talking about.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I love the hat. Have a good rest of your.
Oh yeah.
Look at this, man. I love Jesus. Beautiful hat.
The divine veteran, he was tortured and killed for our sins.
Yeah.
And me, I'm no saint, but he forgives me.
And I heard that you said you served for the military. When did you serve?
1962 to 66. My brother and me, we went in together. They shortened the enlistment. You could go for 3 years. So I went for 3 years. And I didn't stay in because a lot of the petty stuff you had to.
I want to go talk to these kids up here.
Well, we appreciate what you did for our country when you were serving. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to go talk to these people there. I want to see if they've been looking at the World Trade Center. I was not alive when 9/11 happened, but you always hear about it. Can we come talk to you guys really quick? Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. What's your guys' name? What's your name? Logan. How old are you, Logan?
24.
24. Fan of Charlie?
Yeah, it's devastating what happened.
Yeah, what was your initial thoughts, or what have you been thinking about these past 24 hours? It's been an emotional day for me, I'm sure for you, for just millions of people, whether you support him or not, or liked his ideas. It's just very tragic. What's been your takeaways or thoughts so far?
I think we just have to stay optimistic, right? Like that's the only thing that we can take away from this is we have to keep working, we have to keep progressing the dialogue, we have to keep having these conversations, and all of these are signs of optimism. Mm-hmm. And so I just hope that we can stay optimistic through this dark time.
Yeah, I'd like to believe that not that we're being taught something, but that there's a greater purpose for his death, and we're seeing his voice now being amplified, not even to the millions, to the billions at this point, right? Like, this is not just American news, this is worldwide news, that a man who supported God, stood up for the true values, the American values, truth from the Bible, has been assassinated, and now it just came out by a crazy lefty, had trans stuff on the gun and whatnot.
Yeah, I think God has a plan for us, and we have to come together, and we have to be one nation under God. We have to reunite, and I hope that's what can come out of this. Mm-hmm. But it is a sad day, and for many reasons, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're here, and I think we can't forget what brought us here, and that was that unity, that was that shared faith, and I do think that this country has divine protection. When Trump missed that bullet, I think we saw that pretty clearly. Mm-hmm. And so I'm staying faithful. Jesus is king, and that's the one true king. And as much as we can follow him, I think we'll have a better outcome for our children and our grandchildren someday. So that's my take on it.
Wow, yeah, I can tell you're a good guy. Where are you from?
I'm from Detroit.
From Detroit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Detroit's a crazy place too, huh?
It is, yeah.
But man, I hope this is just there can be something positive that's brought out about the death of assassination, the martyr. He's gone down. He's gone down as a martyr. If you're a martyr, that's quite the compliment. It means that you're doing something right? Yep. You think about the people they killed in the past, like just Jesus himself. They crucified Jesus in public. Yep. Charlie was also essentially it's super sad to think that he was sitting down in front of supporters and people that did not support him.
Yeah,
he was
public discourse, right?
Public discourse, but he was assassinated publicly, which is crazy to think, right? They did that to JFK. They killed Martin Luther King, Gandhi. You know Gandhi? They killed Gandhi too. He's a martyr. He was most chill, peaceful guy.
Yep.
Over there as well. So in a lot of ways, only legends die. As martyrs. But hey, thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoy your guys' time here in New York City. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much, man.
Have a good one. Stay safe out here. Let's see who we should talk to next, you guys. That kid honestly was a great individual. Maybe. Let's see. I think your phone died. Yeah, your phone's dead. Let's see. Let's do one last interview. And you guys, so tomorrow I made a video and I was actually going to post it yesterday. But literally right as I was about to click upload, I got the news that Charlie was assassinated, so I didn't upload it. And I was going to upload it today, but it really just didn't feel right. but we just want to do this live stream, talk to the people, honor Charlie Kirk, honor the lives of the victims of 9/11, and thank people like this guy that served. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see, who shall we talk to? Let's do one last interview. Oh, like I said, we're not taking any risks today with who we're interviewing, so we're being a little bit more selective than usual about the people that we're having these discussions with today. Let's see, who shall be the next person we speak with? Maybe this guy he looks like a New Yorker. Yeah, it looks like she's got places to be. She's all dressed up all proper. I wish I could read the chat right now. Let's see. There's some New Yorkers right there. Just bear with me, everybody. We're gonna get somebody. We're just being extra selective today. Extra selective today. We can't take any risks out here today. Let's see who shall be the last person. Can we talk to you guys really quick? Okay, no worries. Who will be the last person? Let's see. Bear with me, everybody. We're going to get someone good. Let's see, who will be the last one? What's that? Here, meanwhile, while we're walking looking for someone, let's just talk. Where were you at when 9/11 happened, Booker T?
When 9/11 happened, I was at home getting my kids ready for elementary school. I think my firstborn was about 6 years old, and I remember getting kids ready for school, and I looked up at the TV and saw the Twin Towers going down, and I couldn't believe it. And my husband worked for a financial company in Utah, and it kind of scared me because I thought of all the people working in these big companies. A lot of them were financial companies, and I didn't know if it was because of that or why exactly these were hit. But it was a very, very, very sombering, sad day. Moment I'll never forget. Moment I'll never even forget when I was standing when I saw it on the TV.
People are going to have that same, because, for instance, my generation didn't ever had that moment where we were able to know exactly. I remember the exact spot I was when Donald Trump almost assassinated, but then I think everyone's going to have that same feeling for when they saw the video of Charlie Kirk or broke the news that he died. I'll forever remember where I was at on that day.
It's a similar feeling, but you have to think 3,000 people died in 9/11, and people afterwards have got from cancer and certain things. Like that one guy said his wife died 10 years after because of cancer, because of the toxins that were in the air that people breathed in. Just a tragedy what happened.
Well, all right, we're going to find somebody, you guys. It's getting a little tough. Oh, you got the camera facing Booker T. She hit her with the selfie spot. All right, let's walk back over here to where the place is at. Just want to remind everybody, now we're going to have to up security as far as doing these live streams, going to protests. So the best way you guys can help support that is by becoming members. It's $5 a month. You guys get extra live streams, and you guys get extended cuts. For instance, if you want to see a preview of the video that I was supposed to be releasing today, it's already out there on the channel, and you'll get instant access to that as you guys are part of members only. It's $5 a month, and it really will, more than ever, help support the channel because, guys, getting private security, everyone's always like, Nick, you need to get security. The reasons why a lot of times I don't, because of how expensive it is. So those funds will directly go to providing that help for the channel. All right, last interview. Let's find somebody right here. We're going to talk to this guy right here. Get the camera going. Talk to this guy right here. He's got the American flag hat on. So right now, we can't get access to the memorial, the 9/11 memorial, because they have access. They have a memorial service going for the families right now at 3 o'clock. If anyone's here in New York City, they want to come down and pay their respects, they can come down here after 3 o'clock. All right, let's talk to this guy.
All around us with drones, jets, surveillance. That's AWACS.
This guy right here, we're going to talk to him in just a second, everybody. Thank you for all those who are becoming members. I can't see the chat right now, but how are you doing, sir? Are you a New Yorker?
Yeah.
Were you here on 9/11?
Yes, I did. I was working. I'm retired now, 21 years. I was a concierge, but I'm an aircraft mechanic too.
Amazing. Well, today we're doing a live stream, obviously right here at the side of 9/11.
I went to aviation high school. It's tragic. I have a pension every month from I'm service connected from the Air Force, from Social Security Disability, and from the union of the buildings that take care of residential. 20 of our union workers were killed here in this building. So these men have explained to me it's closed for the families. True. But our union members, 20 of them, are also 32 being service employees, international union. They take care of all residential buildings in New York and corporate buildings. And Silverstein, Mr. Silverstein, I know all the opticians, I know all the real estate people. Trump organization, I even put in an application with Trump, 1983.
Wow.
I'm 68. I just turned 60. I've been retired 21 years.
Wow, so you've had a lot of years to.
I watched them do from ground up. I watched them destroy the building. I worked the night they took the building down.
Yeah.
I worked at Lincoln Center. I lived across Fort Lee, across the bridge.
And sir, we're doing this live stream to talk about the victims of 9/11 and also Charlie Kirk. I'm not sure if you saw the news about that.
I saw the news last night.
And what do you think about the current state of America, the political violence that was ensued when they did kill Charlie Kirk, and
I think I'm 68 years old, and I went to the University of Maryland. I was in NATO. I worked in London. And I was how old? 23 I went to college in Europe with so many different people from all over the country in the Air Force. And you guys, I see young men, people running last night from the campus. I think it's devastating for college-bound, college-age people to be terrorized in America the way they are. I'm just looking at
one of the most dangerous places for a person is the college campus. And it was Utah.
But that's what do you think? How many killings are there in America on campuses in general? They use college students as targets. If you look around the nation, you look very closely at the statistics of homicides. And I grew up in Manhattan, NYU, all the colleges here, Baruch County. But the thing is that look what they do in Oklahoma. They took out the federal building. People are in their 20s and they're being.
Well, a lot of these kids have been radicalized inside these institutions to think these anti-American ideologies.
But can I ask you a question since you're alive?
Yeah.
How do you get people that are not U.S. citizens or come into the country from Middle Eastern nations that no one knows really directly what nation they're from in the Middle East? You have many, UAE, you have many countries. But how do you bring radicalized people into the U.S.?
Yeah, it needs to stop.
Yeah, sure. But there's nothing wrong with border security. Look, I did border security for the Europeans. I worked in England. I worked 90 miles north of London. I used to go to Scotland. I used to go to Norway, Italy.
We obviously have we need to be, more than ever, we need to make an importance for Western values.
Which is missing somewhere along the line.
Christian values.
We're mixing medieval ideology, which comes from these. Look, the Taliban weren't exactly welcoming us in Afghanistan. Used to for 20 years. So why do we even try to mix with people who don't really believe in the way we live? They don't leave. I don't know how you feel, both of you. You're reporters. But you're an American. You're an American to me. Well, how do you bring people? Look at these guys. They're guarding something that I go down here. I grew up in Manhattan. I go to Hunter College. I lived next to Hunter College in 68. Sutton Place. I grew up with some of the wealthiest people. I walk on Fifth Avenue. I walk by the Trump building on 59th and 5th. But what's amazing to me is that they've allowed this country from, I left the Air Force in 81. I came back from Europe. From 81 till today, 81 to 2001 is 20 years, and the attack occurred 20 years after I left England. So I'm wondering, what is missing in America that they can't screen people coming into the country? Let me ask you, if you were to go to any other country in the world, France, Germany, Israel, Hungary, they're going to screen you. The Russians won't just let you in. But who allowed everybody to come into the U.S.? So no one wants to ever enter.
And then, on top of that, open up the borders. And I mean, now with Trump in office, thank God the borders are closed. But we're seeing it now. The far left are destroying the United States of America. And people my age are awakening to it, especially after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The filter is gone now. Yeah. The filter is off.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I'm an American,
we cannot let this to keep going on.
I would never harm you. I will never harm you. You're an American. I would never. I'll listen to you. But when you turn around and allow this nation to go on, and people just look the other way and make believe this doesn't exist. I'm sitting in front of a place where they took down 2,700 people. My last trip from this country, 20 years ago, I went to Pearl Harbor for 4 nights. I'm a member. I have it at the car. I'm a member of the Pearl Harbor Foundation. I have the ID card.
Amazing.
I flew there just to donate money to rebuild Pearl Harbor. And I'm just an ordinary Manhattan. But the values that I grew up with, I'm born in Paris, by the way. I became an immigrant, a citizen at 18 in America. The tragedy is nobody wants to say that drugs and alcohol have ruined the country too. They don't want to blame that part of society. And you can't just filter in drugs into the U.S. from every nation and say Americans, they're blaming Americans for enjoying drugs. Mm-hmm. But how do you get a security people if they do drugs? How do you trust them? Am I right?
You're right. Sir, we don't want to get too off topic here. Was there anything you'd like to say to honor Charlie Kirk and honor to the victims of 9/11 today? You have about 3,000 people watching right now.
I would say the tragedy for the family of any American that's assassinated is that I allowed people like President Kennedy and Charlie Kirk to express their values. And whatever it is, I would never, ever kill or harm or assault an American. But we are a nation of ideas and freedom. If you don't have freedom of speech in the United States, you have no United States. Meaning women, men, children. But the tragedy for Charlie Kirk, there will be other people that will come his way. And whether it's him or either party, you can't just eliminate people because you disagree with their ideas. But when an American kills an American, we have a major problem in the U.S. the way it stands right now. I don't go to college campuses and preach anything. I just will talk to you like I'm talking to you. But it's tragic that people in this country, whether you're a conservative, real liberal, why would I want to murder you?
You make a great point. And thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you, sir.
I see.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And God bless you.
May God bless you.
Because you know what? Thank God you have that camera and you're open-minded. I stood here maybe a year ago. You know who went by here for the last time? Piggyback. I'm an aircraft technician. Right here. Swung around. The space shuttle on the back of the 7. And I happened to be alone. There was no one here but so I'm on a video with the space shuttle. It's the second time, yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah,
thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
Awesome, you guys. All right, yeah, we're going to thank you guys for today as well. And Rooker T, we'll have some final words here before we sign off. Anything you want to say before we sign off here?
I just want to say rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. We're so grateful for you. And here I am again getting sad about it, but it's so sad. Can't imagine how his wife is feeling, his kids, his parents. He was a person that wanted to speak his mind and speak the truth to all of us, and he was killed for doing it, killed for having conversations with people who didn't think the same way he did, killed for having conversations, trying to bring college students back to Christ, back to American values. He was killed for being a good person with good moral values, and that's why he was killed. Breaks my heart. This also breaks my heart, what happened here. 24 years ago,
24 hours and 24 years that we've had to reflect on
Yeah.
what's happened here and what's been the thing that's you've thought about most these past 24 hours, Mom.
What I've thought about most is 24 hours is that people need to respect each other. Why are Americans killing Americans? People need to respect each other. We're all different. That's why we live in America. We can say what we want to say. We can do what we want to do. But people need to respect each other.
And do you have any thoughts now that it's been confirmed that was some crazy tranny person that supported it? I don't know if he or she was, but what do you have to say about what they've done to the mind and the youth of this world with the ideology of that a man can become a woman? It's a completely different thing than being gay or lesbian.
It's completely different than being gay or lesbian.
No hate towards gay or lesbians.
No.
But this hatred that the transgenders are posing on Christians in this country is extremely frightening.
Yeah.
And I really liked what that one guy did say. He said, if you say that you're a woman but you're actually a man, you're saying that God was wrong. And so it just shows, it's just the whole idea is to take God out of the equation. That's what wokeness is. And they killed Charlie Kirk for it.
Yep, they killed him.
And they
because
killed those
of
kids in the school in Minneapolis.
Yep, they did. And a lot of this with the transgender thing is the drugs we're giving to these kids. It's doing something to their mind. And, you know, we can't just do this to our children. Like that guy said before, when they used to do this, it was a 7-year transition. Now it's just, oh, you think your kid's different? We'll send them in, we'll give them these drugs, and we'll change them.
They need to defund and stop any operations.
Yeah, and who's ever doing these operations should be held
operations.
accountable to it. And I believe when they do die, they will not see the face of God. They will see the devil because they are destroying children. If you do anything to harm a child, you are the worst of the worst. And that is what people are doing.
You're saying the killers or the doctors?
The doctors who are giving this, you know, people
who are following suit with it?
Yeah, and people who are encouraging their children to do this. It's just awful, and we're seeing what's happening, and I believe there's something wrong in these people's brains.
To be operating on a child.
A child.
I mean, if a full adult wants to.
Yeah,
go
it's different if you're an adult.
But if they're doing it on children, I mean, like I said, in America, only in America can you get a sex change before you could become an adult.
You can rent
only
a car.
Before you can get a sex change before you can rent a car. Only in America can you have a sex change before you can drink alcohol. Only in America can you have sex change before you can smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. And I've worked a lot with the youth, and I remember working with one group of girls, and they did say that they, you know, like the opposite sex, and we just welcomed it and whatever. But now they are adults. They're married and they have children. So a lot of this is phases that children go through. Phases maybe to fit in with people, to be trendy, you know. So just because for a few months you feel like that doesn't mean when you're an adult you're going to feel like that. So anyway, but
let's end on a positive note.
But
we're thankful for everything Charlie Kirk did for America, and his blood will be stained as a sign of truthfulness here in the United States.
And
his blood will not be forgotten.
And bless all the families who lost family members right inside these buildings right here. This day will never be forgotten.
Yeah, and just honestly, just
it's a sad day.
Lots and lots of prayers have been sent to Charlie Kirk, and we ask that even more prayers get sent as well.
Yeah, Charlie
and for him and his family, and for all of us. Honestly, this is a hard time for everybody. Thank you all so much for watching this live stream, for becoming members, subscribing to this channel, and I can promise you guys one thing: I'm not going anywhere. If anything, this has given me more energy and more desire to go out and share the truth of the world and to talk with you guys and show you guys, like I said, the truth of this world. Love you all so much, and thank you guys for watching this live stream, and we'll see you guys next time.